What is up, y'all? I just stupidly. Oh, that made my day. I think that made my day. I went to go start this and record a video, and took a picture on accident. It was stupid. It's funny. Um, fuck you guys. I Okay, so I know the last video was about like anxiety and everything. Low key, I think all of these are gonna be about anxiety because that's my main fucking problem. But it's okay. I like I said, I established this, and so I feel like I don't need to defend it. I'm gonna defend it every time, but like not a crazy amount. Um, I thought I heard somebody. I this channel is gonna be what it is. I'm not gonna hold it up to stop fucking shaking. I'm not gonna hold it up to some crazy expectations or whatever. It is what it is. It happens. It brings me. It does what it does. It does what it needs to do for me, if that makes sense. And if talking about anxiety over and over and over again does what it needs to do for me, does what it needs to do, that's what I'm supposed to say. Then that's what it's gonna do. And maybe that helps other people as well. What's inspiring me to do this right now is, okay, for one, God damn, my mental health. Madeline RG, I think I've talked about her before. She posted this video July 1st. It's July 14th right now. And I finally got around to watching it because it was called Fist Fighting My Mental Health. And I've had that in my head for the past, like, week or so because I thought that was a funny phrase. And today I realized I was like, I am fist fighting my mental health. Let's see what the hell she was talking about. Turns out it was the exact same thing. Anxiety. I love anxiety so much. We're on good terms. I promise. But God, this is already making me feel better talking, and I know I made the right decision. Brother, it has been so bad lately. The main reason is actually because all of this shit behind me, all this bullshit, all these notes, this is research for my damn paper. Not one, that's the notes for the first paper. There's notes for a second paper in here that I'm trying to write at the exact same time because the due dates are overlapping and they're freaking me the fuck out. And what's worse is like, one thing, I'm gonna say this because I don't say this to many people because it's like embarrassing to talk about. It's not even that embarrassing. I'm just fucking insecure. Doesn't matter what weight I am, how much like body fat percentage I have. There's always this fucking skin, fat, whatever it is, on like I can mute. I'm fucking gone, normal. But if I am not locked in or whatever, like for photos, it's always. But if it's not, hold on, let me fix this. If it's not, if I'm not locked in or whatever, if it's just like normal, I'm casual, I'm like, whatever. What the hell is that? Like, I know it's normal, I know it's fine. But then then I see other people, like photos and everything, not even just photos, like people in person who have, like this, okay. That's a whole thing I could get into. Funny enough, I recorded a whole video already. I don't even know when it was sometime last week. And, I talked about reconnecting with exes and everything. And while it was uploading, I was like, nah, this doesn't feel right. I feel wrong talking about this. I think for one, I talked about too many personal details and I didn't feel comfortable putting those out on the internet, as well as like those people, like, I don't know. I think if I talk about stuff like that more in the future, I'm going to use different names or something, or just not get into as much detail. Anyway, reconnected with an ex, Aiden. I'll use his name because I'm not going to say anything bad about him. Reconnected with Aiden. Why did I bring that up? Yeah. Okay, so I was talking about on that podcast thing. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Okay, no. I was talking about that episode, and I said some things, like, this is before I, like, connected with them and everything, and I was like, I don't feel comfortable. Like, why am I putting those out? Like, I don't know. Anyways, the reason I'm bringing that, Aiden, he's one of those people that, like, just naturally Doesn't matter if they're talking, doesn't matter what they're doing. Fucking 90-degree angle. But for me, it doesn't matter how like great my diet is, how much weight I lose, how much exercise I have, whatever. Like, of course now it's not gonna I don't fucking know. You can see it probably. I can't, if I look like this at it, then it like disappears, but I hate it. And I can't help but notice it right now when I'm looking forwards. Or if this is a bad angle too. Anyways, that's entirely off topic. Let's just, I don't know. Oh, it doesn't help that, oh my God, I was losing my fucking mind last night over my essay. I stress ate so much. And so I feel fat this morning, and that's probably why I'm noticing this so much. Even though it probably didn't even change. It's just like, you eat a bunch and you get aware of your weight, and then, I need to talk about that. And I don't even know. Yeah, you just start noticing shit, and it's fucking annoying. Anyways, watching Madeline's video, and she's just like, guys, like this episode is just like, not a usual one. Like, I'm just gonna like walk you through my day or whatever because I'm fucking anxious, and it felt really like she was talking about anxiety, and I was just like, oh, like I get it, I get it. I think she has it more extreme, but it was just like, oh, it felt really great to hear that right now because I'll talk about this like war that I'm having in my head. I think, unless I'm like all over the place right now, and if I don't get to that, oh well. She's talking about, oh yeah, she's just going through a day, like, these are like, she said she woke up with that, like, I call it like resting anxiety. Like, there's just this anxiety that sits in you. Why? I don't know. There's no cause for it. And it's like, I made a connection last quarter and realized, like, it's I was like, if there's nothing going on in my head, I'm not like anxious. Why do I feel anxious? Why do I feel like I'm gonna fucking die? Why is like I don't want to do anything? Like I'm so afraid of everything. Like why? It's the physical aspect of anxiety. It's the flight or flight of anxiety. I always heard about that, but I never like we talked about how anxiety is like fight or flight or whatever. And I always it just never clicked in my head that the bodily things that I'm feeling with anxiety is like, because people always talk about like, oh, your heart's racing, or like, oh, like you're like in that fight or flight, your heart's racing, your palms are sweaty, shit like that. Palms are sweaty, mom's spaghetti, all that stupid fucking shit that Eminem says. I feel like that only really happens with like we talk about fight or flight, but it's like only the in the moment thing. But then your body calms down and it's like, okay, there's no threat. But the problem with anxiety is there's a constant threat. And an unreal, it's not real. It's an imaginary threat. And it's like what I'm feeling is fight or flight. However, it's like the prolonged fight or flight. It's like the worn down, like the worn out fight or flight, because it's like it doesn't have that like the like heart racing, palms sweaty, all that shit. And your body just feels horrible. Like I do not know how to describe it, but it's like the best way that I've been able to describe it is it feels like there's like some presence, there's some matter, there's like this gray blob, I don't even fucking know what it is inside my body, and it feels heavy, and it feels like it's like absorbing all of my positive energy and like just radiating negative energy. I don't even know how to describe it. I cannot, it just feels awful. And she was having one of those days. I was like, from the word she's saying, I was like, oh yeah, it's that one. Because she described it, it's like she has two types of anxiety. You either wake up, by the way, I didn't even finish that video. I got like 10 minutes in, and I realized, hey, I could help myself right now by talking, by making one of these things. I haven't made an episode in like 2 weeks, which I don't care, because I'm not trying to do a consistent schedule. I am not trying to make this forced. It's just, it is what it is. It does what it needs to do for me, and if it helps other people, that's great too. But there's two types of anxiety she talked about. There's like that resting anxiety, like you wake up in the day and just like, fuck, this is going to be my entire day. And there's this other one where it's like the day's going great, and all of a sudden, boom, you fucking, like, you just get hit with this wave of anxiety, and it sits, and it feels awful. And it's just like, why? I was perfectly fine. Why all of a sudden am I like losing my mind? I don't know. Lately I cannot get rid of the anxiety. It's because these fucking papers. I'm getting to the war in my mind. I Oh wait, no, I want to explain this first before I forget it. Oh no, I guess it involves. Okay, this, guys, remind me to bring this up. Also, holy shit, my wrist looks so fucking tiny. Guys, I've been trying to work out and it's not. Given it's only been like 3 weeks. That's another thing. Fuck. Like just with that whole anxiety thing, I like anxiety with my body and like feeling insecure and everything. I've been going to the gym for the last 3 weeks, and my body is like, because back in December, getting over an ex, I don't think I ever gave his name, and I probably never will. We nicknamed him Cigarette Man because fucking him I will talk shit about. Because I don't know, I still have not to this day forgiven him. Was the things that he did intentional? I don't know, but it doesn't matter. I feel like the way that he treated me, you should never treat a human being. That was awful. Um, and I'm not gonna mention his name or anything though, just for like his safety or whatever. I don't even fucking know what I'm saying. I'm being dramatic. Um, Call him Cigarette Man because he was addicted to cigarettes. Probably still is. But getting over him during winter break, for 3 weeks, I worked out basically like a similar schedule to what I have now. So the only difference is on top of doing weightlifting, I would also do cardio as well. I'm talking like 3 miles every day running, not just walking. And so, I like my body fat percentage plummeted. And that's a good thing, though. I wanted that. And I felt great. And so here I am in the summer, like I'm doing the same thing. The only difference is I'm not doing that cardio all the time. I'll run 3 miles like once a week, if that makes sense. And so I'm getting my muscle back and everything. And I'm like, yes, like I feel great about that. But I'm not seeing the same, like, body fat percentage dropping. And I still have these little, like, handles that I developed from all the stress eating that I did over these last 2 quarters. Which is like, duh, of course that makes sense. You're not doing the cardio. But it still doesn't, like, I don't know. I still am freaking out. I'm just like, it's not working. And it's stupid because I know in my head. Ooh, another thing I want to get to. I'm reading a new book, We. And, God, it's really good so far. Because I just finished my last book. Okay, there's so much I could say. Jesus Christ. My friend Leia, she gave me, let me borrow this book, The First to Die. Nope, they both died at the end. And, it was a gay little romance book, and I was like, well, she didn't tell me that. She told me it was a dystopian novel, which it was, but, like, I didn't know it was the gay romance part. And, like, I mean, I'm the internalized homophobia. I think I've talked about that before. Like, I don't know. I just didn't want to be seen as, like, oh, that gay person that only reads gay books, which now at this point I'm like, I don't care. Like, why the fuck does that matter? But before, like, that internalized homophobia was like, ugh. It still is, but, like, it's lessened. I'm learning myself more. I'm accepting myself more. I don't give a fuck. Like, that was before I came out to my parents and everything, too. But, yeah, I read that book and cried at the end. I'm like, damn, like, this is a good book. So she had the prequel as well, First to Die at the End, and I just finished that last weekend, over the weekend. I don't know. Oh my God, you guys, it was so much better than They Both Die at the End, and I cried multiple times over the ending. It was a great book. And I actually have the third book that just came out in May, The Survivor Almost Died at the End. Like, the very first book that I've ever bought for myself. Okay, I realized I've been telling people that was the very first book that I bought for myself. That's a lie. I remembered back in middle school. I'm not going to count that, though, because, like, middle school, come on. I bought the Secrets of the Tally book series, which is really good because the author was local and everything, whatever. So yeah, but instead of reading The Survivor Most of the End next, I decided I wanted to read this book called We. I actually got this from Brittany Broski. She was talking about books that she's reading, and she's talking about 1984, I think, and how the book We, like, inspired that book. I read 1984 in high school, and I thought it was great because I love dystopian novels. I was like, It was inspired by a book. So I checked out the book from our library at my university, and unfortunately, I have to return it by the time that I leave, which is August 1st. So that's why I'm like, I'm gonna read this book next because I gotta have it done. So I've been grinding that book so far. Grinding, I'm only like 30 pages in, but technically 50 if you count like the preface thing or whatever it is, the foreword. Damn, I'm hungry. Uh, um, 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 um. Yeah, so I'm reading that book right now, and God, it's just like it's really interesting. Basically, without spoiling it, because in case you want to go read this, it's this book that's like this dystopian society where it's called We because like everybody's supposed to be the same or very similar. Um, and it's about the society where like everything they're trying to be perfect and they're working towards perfection, and they're perfecting all these things or whatever. And oh, I think I quoted it. I mean, I like made this own quote for myself, like reading it. I was like, "Perfection is a prison," and it's true. Like trying to perfect yourself, you're never satisfied with yourself or anything, and everything always needs to be improved because perfection's not possible. You can't perfect things as much as you want to. Um, Here's this quote. It is clear that to be original means to stand out amongst others. Consequently, to be original means to violate the law of equality. And why am I bringing this up? Why am I bringing it up? Why am I bringing it up? I think. Oh, I know now. I think this is just really hitting home for me because I am very. I want to perfect things. I'm very like calculated, very like analytical because I got a math brain. Very objective. I'm not a big fan of subjectivity, but at times like I understand the importance of it, and there are times where I prefer it. And reading this book is making me realize like I'm my own worst enemy. I am just constantly like shitting on myself and trying to perfect myself, and for what? And so like it just reminded me of the whole gym thing. I'm only 35 pages. I think there's more to this book, but so far it's really good. I'd recommend it. But it just reminded me of the whole gym thing where it's like you are making progress, you are doing good. Why are you shitting on yourself? And it's that whole perfection is a prison. Despite making progress, maybe not like a progress as fast as I want. I'm not happy, and it's like, why? It's just stupid fucking anxiety. But okay, so I've been fist fighting my mental health, and it's because of these stupid ass papers. I don't even remember where I was at before, but I think this is where I was at. These stupid ass papers, because I've been trying to, for one, well, like I was just saying, I got like a math brain. I'm very analytical. I like objective. I hate English because it's so subjective. Like, don't get me wrong. I like subjectivity. I like originality. I like voice and everything in papers. But when it comes to assignments for papers, I think it's absolutely ridiculous that you grade off a criteria that's so subjective. Like what could be like the perfect paper in my eyes could be dog shit to a professor. And it's like, how am I supposed to reach your expectations? I can't open up your mind. I can't fucking take your skull, rip it open, and read what is like good to you. I don't fucking know. And it pisses me off. Because it's like, I think I would like writing more if it wasn't so fucking, like, I don't know. It's just the fact that there's never good enough. And, well, no, there is good enough. There's never, like, perfect. And I know perfect is bad and everything. Like, good enough exists, but it's just hard to tell, like, what is good enough. Like, it's different for every person. And so I think when it comes to, like, critiquing papers, obviously there has to be, like, some baseline or whatever. But I don't know. I get so in my head and I'm like, oh, like, I can't. Nothing's ever good enough. Like, I have to keep researching more or whatever. That's the thing. It's a 1,500 to 1,500 research, wow, what the fuck, 1,500 word research papers, and they're both historical papers. Ugh, it's one thing to like make an argument about something, but to talk about the history of things, you have to get it right. You can't just, you can't make up bullshit on the fly. You have to get your facts right. So I'm checking so many damn sources because I'm a student. She's a professor. She's teaching us that she'll know. She'll fucking smite me like Zeus when she checks that, when she realizes something's wrong in my paper. Except instead of smiting me with lightning, she's gonna fucking deduct my GPA. I'm gonna go from that 4.0 to a like fucking probably like a 3.95 or whatever. But it's just the fact that I lose my 4.0, and it's so stupid, and so I'm so scared to lose, to like do bad, because each of these papers are 20% of my grade, so together they make up 40% of my grade. Ooh. And so not only am I having to write both of them at the same time, I'm keep collecting more and more research. It's just nothing's ever good enough because I don't know what's right. And so that's why I have all this bullshit behind me because I've collected all this research. And then I just got a text from this dude in my class, and it was like, I just finished my last short paper and we're almost done with 80%, LOL. You just finished? I haven't even finished any of my short papers. What do you mean? It's like, how do people do it? I don't know. Just piss me off why it's so difficult for me. But I'm glad, because we got to choose for this class, like, options of what we wanted to be our grade, and I chose 2 short papers. Like, I feel like I haven't written a paper in so long, and I needed this, and I'm really glad that I did this. Like, as awful as this is, it is a learning experience, and, not a learning, no, it is a learning experience. I'm remembering, like, difficult things. When things are difficult, like, you end up learning something at the end of it. And I'm remembering how to research and everything. And I'm kind of grateful for this because I have to write a fucking thesis to get my master's. Oh, God. And you know how big a thesis is? I'm going to want... It's not even like, this is only for a few weeks that I'm wanting to, like, not for real, but, like, jump off a cliff, jump off a roof. For a thesis, I have to do this for months on end, that I'm going to be wanting to jump off a roof. Jokingly. I cannot, how am I going to do that? And I think I'm glad that I'm doing this now because this is getting me more acclimated. Ooh, fancy. For something like that. Given that's going to be in like a year and a half or so, maybe. Wait, 2 years? 3 years? I don't even know. So this isn't like the best time to be doing it, but I still think it's refreshing it more. But yeah, it's been on my mind so much, and it's just like I can't do anything without thinking like, God, like even just doing this, I've been scared of like, what if I'm wasting my time right now and I'm not going to get this paper done by the due date because she's not accepting it late? Then I'm fucked. It's just, that's it. I'm fucked. And, yeah, it feels like every waking moment, everything that I do, I can't stop thinking about these papers. Like, I need to go work on them. And they bring me so much anxiety, so I'm fucking, like, doing anything I can to avoid them at the same time. And stress eating, and I can't calm down. I kid you, I've been getting such bad sleep lately because of these papers. Like, I'm having to and I'm getting headaches all the time as well because I can't stop thinking about these things. And so I'm, like, been popping Tylenol lately a bunch, and I don't like that I'm having to rely so much on that. And it just feels awful. Like, there's no state of, like, calm. I feel calm right now because I'm talking and everything. And it feels great to get this out because I haven't, like, been able to crash out to anybody lately. That's another thing. I've been so alone, you guys. I know I already talked about this. It's getting easier to be alone. But it's like, God. In the 3 weeks that I've been here, I have hung out with 3 people. And one of those people, well, the hangouts were, like, a few days apart. But it was the same person. And they're very, like, I have not hung out with a friend in almost a whole week now. And, normally I'd be like, okay, whatever. But I think what this person that I hung out with, Aiden, I've already mentioned him. Yeah, he was the one I'm hanging out with because I reconnected with him. And, because I brought up about this whole isolation thing, I'm, like, trying to, like, be more comfortable with myself. And he's like, yeah, but you got to give yourself grace, like, different people, we're all built different, and different people need different amounts of connection. And for some people, they could go, like, a whole month without seeing anybody. But for me, it's like, I'm more of a social person. As much as I have social anxiety, I still like seeing the people that I'm, like, comfortable with and everything. And so, I don't know, it's okay to need other people, and I'm understanding that need. and because of that, it's affecting me, and I'm realizing like it's kind of making me go insane because like like deep down, as humans, we are social creatures, and so like depriving myself of human interaction. Of course, there's like in my classes or whatever, like at the gym, I'll like nod at somebody, whatever. But it's like I need to. I want to hang out with people who I get along with really well, like understand me, who know me. Another quote. Okay, this actually wasn't from the book from We. It was an annotation. This book is from, mind you, like 1960 something. It's old as hell. And there's annotations in it from past people who have checked it out. And I saw that annotation somebody wrote in big bold letters, to live is to be understood. And that's why I'm connected to this. I'm just like, these people understand me, and so it feels like a genuine connection, not just like a hey. God, there is a whole story. There's a whole fucking story about that. The hey. I'm not gonna get into that, but it involves Justin. It's funny. Where was I going with this? I got sidetracked with the whole isolation thing. Talking like this is making me feel better because it feels like I'm talking to another person. Even though I'm not, I'm talking to a fucking computer screen and looking at myself, but my monkey brain's like being tricked into thinking like, oh, I'm connecting with somebody. Okay, back on track. Fist fighting my mental health. Anxious, being alone, not being able to like talk to anybody. Yeah, constantly having headaches. And it's just like, this is just with general anxiety, and I'm really upset. Wait. Oh, the whole isolation thing. One more point on that. The other difference, I realized for Madeline, one of the really important things in your life is community. Like, it was like an obvious thing, like, duh, like you need community in your life. But it didn't really hit home. It didn't really, like, I didn't truly believe it. Like, I understood it, but I didn't believe it until I watched her video and, like, thought about it some more. Community is so important. It's not just, like, oh, your family or your friends or whatever. It's also, like, your coworkers, your boss, people you see on the street, acquaintances, like, dude, whatever, like, classmates. Community represents, like, all the people in your life, and you have all these different types of connections with them. And I think the difference with this, even though I wasn't hanging out with friends as much throughout the school year because I was so busy, kind of like how I am now. The difference was I had a community that I could still like coworkers or whatever, or classmates, or people in my dorm hall or whatever. Like, I had a community, and I've lost that community here. It's gone. And so I think not only is like that same like isolation like I had before, I've also lost my community, and it's making me go insane, and it's not helping with this. But it's okay. 3 more weeks and I'm gone. I'm not gonna be here anymore. Don't get me wrong. I've been like loving certain moments of being up here, and I think I'm learning a lot. But it's just like I want to go home. Feeling homesick. Miss my family. Miss my friends. Miss my dog, Chip. Oh, maybe one day he'll be on one of these. If I'm recording this at home, which I hope to. Also, just realized I haven't been like journaling a lot lately. Maybe I should do that more. I've just been doing like a lot of like notes app things. Actually, this was originally going to be, I was going to type up in my notes app the whole thoughts that came from that fist fighting my mental health video. Just kind of like reassuring myself, like, yo, this is normal. Like, other people deal with this. It's just anxiety. This shit will be over with in 2 weeks. You'll either have submitted those papers or you won't. And if you didn't, not much you can do about it. Fuck, I keep distracting myself. Okay. Oh, I was gonna write in my notes app or whatever. And then I just decided, like, why don't I just do what Madeline was doing? Just record one of these. It's been a while. Oh well, just do it. And I'm really glad that I did now. Definitely recommend doing this. I've been seeing that a lot lately too on my For You page, or whatever you call it on YouTube, my feed. I'll get random recommendations of like people doing the same thing as me. Just talking about random shit in a video. They'll just sit down and they just yap. about whatever. Like I just watched this one recently. Didn't really watch it. I kind of skipped through it. But it was titled like losing my best friend to cancer. I'm like, oh, that's awful. Turned out her best friend was like, she's talking about her grandma, but still like same idea. And it was just like, it made me feel more okay about the fact that I'm doing this. I don't know. Yeah, okay, winding back, the whole anxiety thing. One of the things that I want to mention is oh, okay, wait, okay, so I've been trying to, okay, Jesus Christ. One of the things that I've been trying to do to deal with my anxiety, and it worked the first few times, is go on a hike, go out in nature. And, the first few hikes I went on, awesome. I loved it. I love, almost said the city name. I love the place that I'm at right now. It's great. Love the outdoors. I went to this waterfall yesterday in hopes of clearing my anxiety. And at first it did it, but then it just immediately came back, and I was just like, God damn it. And it was just like, I can't do anything of these stupid papers being in my mind. I think I feel better today. Like, I kept reminding myself yesterday, like, this is temporary. It always is. Like, you're going to feel better tomorrow or maybe the next day. Like, I promise it'll get better. And I feel better today, but it's still like, there's a little war going on. Like, it's very, like, before the anxiety was, like, in my head, and now it's, like, it's scratching at my skull. It wants in. I'm having to keep it at bay. Also, why do I look so fucking pink and purple? Oh, wait, no, I don't. Oh, it's because I got a tan from when I went hiking, which is cool. Not that much of a tan, but you can tell how different it is on this side. And it just started peeling today, oddly, but this is from, like, a week ago, like 8 days ago. Irrelevant. Went on that hike, but it was really fun. There was like this rock that I slid down. It was next to a waterfall, and I ended up slipping, and I fell into this rock or whatever, and cut my hand open. Not that bad. I don't know why I felt the necessary. I don't know why I thought it was necessary to bring this up, but I don't care. Okay, last thing I want to say before I do this, because I do need to go to the gym and do legs today. And I don't care. I didn't do my research project today because I was doing this instead, because I had to submit a rough draft of my second paper, which is about, if anybody cares, the history of non-Euclidean geometry. I'm not going to try and explain it. But, hello, it was due at 2, and so I had to, it's not even a rough draft. She said she'd accept an outline, so I was creating an outline and was rushing it and everything in the time that I was supposed to be working on my research project. I don't really care. It is what it is. You got to be flexible sometimes. I think that really helps the anxiety, just like realizing what's important and working on that shit first. Oh, can this shit stop? Jesus. I hate that it folds in. Last thing I want to mention is that whole, like, how I'm, like, waging a war. When I get really anxious and it doesn't go away, I get to these moments in my life, I realize, like, they're reoccurring. Not very often, but sometimes they do, where it's like I am too aware of the fact that I'm anxious, and so I can't just, like, live my day or whatever. It's like I'm constantly fighting, like, I'm trying not to think about things. I want to just do things naturally, like listen to music or whatever, like go on a drive, go on a walk, do this assignment or whatever. And I become so aware and so conscious of my decisions that it gets in my head and I start feeling anxious. I'm just like, I can't do anything naturally. Like, I stress out about everything. Like, fucking listening to music yesterday, like, deciding on what music to listen to, just brought me so much, like, dread and anxiety. I'm just like, why? It's fucking music. And so I just get to those moments and it's awful. And I just can't do anything because I'm so aware of everything. And I just want to fucking do whatever I can to get rid of it. Fucking, I'm not going to do it because that's going to build a dependence on weed or whatever. I just want to get high. I want to stop thinking about this shit, brother. I haven't responded to people in 2 days now. Um, I've been trying to be better about that. Not responding to people when I'm anxious. Instead waiting until I'm in a better mood, like when I'm working out or something. Just, well, for one, I'm really busy right now, but just in general, like, what's the point of texting people when you're anxious? Like, just wait until you're calm so it feels more natural, you know? Yeah, I just feel like, I'm going all over the place. Back to the whole, like, I'm fighting in my head. I don't know. It's like if I let it in, like I'm fighting it, but if it gets let in, then it's too late. Like I can't do anything about it. And then I just get a headache, and it's so annoying. I'm getting like, I don't know, migraines, because sometimes Tylenol doesn't even fix it. I get like these migraines where it's just like I can't, I'm too aware of everything, and I don't know like how to fix it. Nothing is natural. That's a whole like thing I could get into. This used to be this big bad word for me. I think I might have talked about this in the last one, maybe. Artificiality, like forcing things. That's why I hate social media. Um, because it just brings me about so much anxiety. And now it's like being in my real life, like the things that I'm doing. Like, am I listening to this because I want to, or is it like, am I doing this for other people? Like, what does it matter? Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Uh, okay. All right. I think that's all. I need to go piss as well. Um, yeah. If you stayed through the end, thank you for listening. I hope that you gained something from this, or felt like you related or something, or this brings you some relief, like Madeline did for me. I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna go piss. Gonna go work out, and wishing you best of luck with your anxiety or your day, or whatever problems you got. All right. Peace.